What's happening, everyone? It's time. It's finally time. Ceramic coating the M3. But what's coming on today's video is a wash of the Jetta. So I got to get this Jetta cleaned up because it's so filthy. And I'm just going to do a quick maintenance wash on it. I'm going to film it. But I need that thing clean because I'm going to drive it all week, or 7+ days, maybe 2 weeks, while I ceramic coat the car, do that whole process and let it cure. So first things first is I want that vehicle clean while I'm using it. I had plans for today. I might be able to get to it all. So my plan was to completely wash the Jetta and then do at least the decon wash on the M3 and film both of those, but it's already 3 p.m. Because I've been waiting for it to stop pouring down rain. So that's day 45 at a minimum of the rain pouring down. So I think I got enough of a break at least to get the Jetta washed. We'll see if I can get the M3 done before dark. And then, you know, on Monday, today's a Sunday, so on Monday, tomorrow evening, I'll start with the whole clay bar and, you know, prepping it for paint correction. And also, I'm ready to do that, man. So let's get this thing started. I'll just briefly go over some things in the video with the Jetta and talk briefly. And this might be a quicker video. Just because you guys know the drill and pretty much what I use. But anytime I talk, I'll just I'll give you a chance to update some things that I'm doing. So let's get started on that, and then hopefully we'll get to the M3. Trying to make this quick. Let's get at it. So I've got the Obsessed Garage gun. You guys know that. Set up to my active pressure washer, OG hose. This gun's got the swivel on it with the Musmatic nozzles. So let's give it a rinse. A lot of people have said things about the active pressure washer. This is the VE52, first version. Second one's coming out. I think it's about to, like, this month or within a month. Checking mic. We're good. So yeah, so that one's coming out. And people have talked about surging issues with this VE52. You know, like right now, whenever I wouldn't be using it, it would keep surging and pushing pressure. I guess it would feel pressure in the line or something. But I'm telling you, man, I've just never had a problem. That thing's worked flawlessly. Detail factory tire brush. I see it browning already. These tires are so dirty. That active has just been absolutely flawless for me. I've got my gloves on. I always wear that just because these chemicals started getting in my hands. So I figured, why not? I could just dry out my hands so bad. This easy detail brush is good for inside the barrel of the wheel, but it also works good on your fenders, the inside of your fenders. All right, let's get in the wheels good. Adams Wheel and Tire Cleaner. I'm going to use Brake Buster on my M3. I'm going to go back and try it again. Main reason is somebody said it's got a rust inhibitor in it, and the steel rotors will rust every time I wash it. Then it creates that layer of dust when you first drive it. So I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can get it to clean as well. I just find this one cleans a little better. This Adams one. And it works well for both tires and wheels. So we'll see. Seems like Brake Buster's been best on coated wheels or cars with ceramic brakes. But I don't know. I just don't know if it's strong enough for the tire part. Now I don't use this in my car too often, but it's the Adams wheel brush. Only because my wheels are so difficult. These are pretty easy and quick for the most part. And the brush has rubber on it, so if you kind of bang it around, it's okay. You're not really doing damage to anything. You can get it done pretty quick. These wheels are so easy. They're only 17s. That's gonna be it, that quick. Still be on the third spoke on the M3. All right, let's knock out the other 4 wheels and then we'll get to washing. You know what's crazy about this Jetta is it's always the front wheels that on every car that get more dirty. On the Jetta, it's the rear wheels that get more brake dust. That's the first time I've ever seen that on a vehicle. All right, wheels are all done, and it's crazy because I think it takes me the same amount of time to do one wheel on the M3 as it does all 4 of these. But those are done, so it's time to rinse, and I'm sweating like crazy. It's hot after this rain stop. So we're gonna rinse, foam, wash, pull it in the garage and dry it, and finish up quickly, hopefully today. So making pretty good timing. I wanna get to the M3. Adams Mega Foam in the foam cannon, about 150 milliliters. Rest is water out of my rinse bucket, as always. So let's get this thing going. Get it nice and wet with some soap and everything, and let's give it a start. I'm starting the shady side of the car, leaving the foam on the other side because it'll probably dry so fast. It's so hot outside. It'll dry really quick if I go soap the other side. right, car's all dried. Let's get it pulled in. We're gonna do a quick drying aid, do the tires, and we're gonna be done. I've only been at it 45 minutes. That's pretty good. Record timing. I've got the car in, so I'm gonna shake this up a little bit just because it kind of wants to settle in the bottle. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm gonna go with the Adams Slick and Slide. Make sure it's focused for you. If you watched a previous video of mine, this is the same thing as the Obsessed Garage drying aid, so I love them both. The Obsessed Garage drying aid I love a little bit more, just for a couple reasons, but saving that for the M3. That's for the baby. So even though I use Slick and Slide on it. So I'm gonna use a 2-towel method here. So one is just this one is from Obsessed Garage. It's a double stitched, I guess, drying towel, and this is just a regular edgeless microfiber towel from Adams. And I'm using 2 towels. Sometimes I just use one large one, but this car is a little more wet. I guess it is, just because it has no protection on it. It doesn't dry quite as easy. All right, so the Slick and Slide is done. So I know it's kind of dark. Sorry about that. Hey, maybe this will help. That may help. So I have some Adams detail spray that I'm just gonna use for the door jambs. I'm gonna do the windows, and we almost got this thing wrapped up. I'm just drying the door jambs. Whatever scent this is, kind of grape. It's like my favorite scent ever. Some special Halloween edition. Wish they would have that on some more things. Someone's using it as a drying aid in the door jamb, mainly just in case there's any little dirt left over. They're really not that dirty, but that detail spray will help me pick it up. And sometimes when you do the door jambs, whatever scent you use kind of goes into the interior. You can kind of smell it in there, so this one's really good. So, all right, let's get these windows now. So this is a press-all bottle with, just make sure you can see it there, glass cleaner. And this is Stoner's Invisible Glass. Sorry, I drew a blank for a second. Which I get from Obsessed Garage. I'm just using that just to make sure I clean any residue. There was a couple little streaks that I was gonna say drying aid, but it's the Slick and Slide that it won't get. Okay. Glass is done. I am drenched. It is 85 degrees here in the garage. I have a temperature sensor, and I'm not sure, you probably can't see my my AC unit. It works great. It's set on 68, but I've been having the garage doors open while washing, and it just takes a couple of hours or so to catch up because it's so hot. But let's do these tires, and that's a wrap. All right, now what I typically do is I usually hit a little bit of the Slick and Slide or drying aid on the wheels, just to give it that little slick protection from any future brake dust or really anything. Could be rain, etc. Just keeps it a little hydrophobic and shining. So you just spread it around on there. Now let me grab my tire brush. So I use Obsessed Garage. I use the curveball brush from Detail Factory from Obsessed Garage and the tire dressing from Obsessed Garage. It's been my go-to. It's been my favorite. So I just spray some on there and spread it around. It just spreads so easy. It dries great. It has the perfect amount of finish that I like. It might look like a lot's on there, but it's going to soak in. And it really soaks in nicely. And that's it. If you get any excess, you just kind of touch up, but I really don't have much on there. And that's it. So that's it. Jetta's done. 1 hour, 12 minutes. I've been timing it. It's amazing how much quicker and easier this car is to clean than mine. Oh man, you can see I'm soaked. I'm going to have to change my shirt before I do the M3. I'm going to go get something to eat, and I think I might have time to get the decon wash done on the M3. That'd be great. That'd be a big deal. So, man, I still love this slick and slide. Is how slick it feels, but it's great. I'm not sure if you can see at all in that angle with the shine on the car, but I'll try and show you a little bit. Might not be able to pick it up all that well, but it looks great. So I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. We're about to get this series going for the M3. It's probably going to be it's usually a 7 to 8 part video. My guess is probably 7, roughly. So I'm excited about that. I'm ready for the results on it. So appreciate you guys watching. If you got any questions or anything, let me know in the comments. You can find me on Instagram, decon_nation. And I even started TikTok, which is not very active. I just started it. Seems like that's the place to be for everybody. So Decon Nation on TikTok. But follow along if you want. Subscribe if you like. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments and questions. And thanks for watching.